Happy Friday. So me and my training partner decided to alter the workout. We're going to reduce the volume down to, We're going to reduce the volume down to 3 days a week because I am officially in a cut. So I'm just not going to be able to do the volume that I've been doing 4 days a week of lifting, especially doing legs. I've been doing legs 3 days a week. So we're just going to back it off to 3, and then we're going to add in some active rest. We're either going to walk on the active rest day quite a bit or practice Jiu-Jitsu techniques. So we'll figure it out. You know, I don't think it's going to be a real big problem because I'm going to add in more legs. Actually, I'll be doing legs every day that I work out, so my workouts will be moving to a full body style workout where each workout has some focus on sumo, trap bar, or conventional deadlift. So I'm actually really excited. I think it's going to work out very good. Another reason why I had to lower the volume too is because my cardio is going up because I'm making a commitment to riding at least twice a week. If I can fit it in, I'll do 3. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Very excited. Looking forward to having a little bit more energy in the workouts. Looking forward to spending less time in the gym now that it's getting nice out. I mean, I know that this weather's probably not going to sustain itself for, you know, until summer, but, you know, just happy to see the sun back out, ready to get outdoors and do a little bit more, you know, hiking, walking, riding my board and whatnot. So really feeling good about it. So what I talked quickly about today was 2 small topics. And what those are is, as an endomorph, you really have to watch the candy intake. I would say that you want to minimize it or eliminate it totally because you can't jump your insulin levels. Plus, candy is empty calories. I know we see a lot of these weightlifters that use candy as a pre-workout. You don't want to be spiking your insulin levels before your workout. You don't want to be spiking your insulin levels in the evening because, I mean, even just a little bit of candy, a tiny little bit, can make a huge difference in the amount of fat that you're losing throughout the day, especially if you're eating the candy later on in the day. Later on in the day, if you're not having some type of a complex carbohydrate, then it really shouldn't be in your diet. I mean, I would probably lean more towards eating your big salad or something like that as your last meal of the day. A huge salad, a huge filling salad, you know, maybe a bowl, like freaking, you know, a huge bowl of salad, because it's not going to be many calories, but it's going to fill you up, you know, and have your carbs post workout or have your carbs earlier in the day, closer to when you did work out. Okay. And the other thing that I wanted to talk quickly about was, I read a lot about the macro intake for endomorphs, okay? And I came across some research yesterday that had all these different plans and all these different, you know, ratios for carbs, proteins, and fats. And what I'm going to tell you is this. From my experience, I think you should start at 20% carb. I'm not going to talk about the proteins. I'm just going to talk about the carbs. I think you should fiddle around with the 20% carb on workout days, okay? I don't even know if it should be that high or, you know, practically nothing on non-workout days, because our bodies are very, very finicky when it comes to those carbohydrates, especially if you're not active in a day and you're eating a bunch of carbohydrates. You will store fat like crazy. You get your insulin up and you're not being active and you're not breathing out that weight, or you're not getting that perspiration in your day. You are storing fat if you're taking in calories through carbohydrates. So, you know, if you need to have carbs on those rest days, make it fruit. If anything, you know, make it fruit, make it vegetables, load up on that stuff on the days where you don't exercise. That's the reason why I don't like to take days off, because when I take days off, is basically the meal plan's boring that day. There's nothing fun in the diet. You know, I like eating carbohydrates. I love them. You know, I know they fuel my workout. I feel better. I feel like my body is actually recovering when I eat carbohydrates. So I understand how it feels to not get the carbohydrates that your body actually needs. So that's just an idea. But you know, don't get caught up in all those ratios. Play from 20% and just see how you feel. If you're not feeling good at 20% of your calories, and you know, let me just give this to you so we don't get out of whack. You take your calories that you're eating per day and you times that by 0.20. That gives you the amount of carbohydrate calories that you can have in that day. Each carbohydrate gram is 4 calories. So that tells you right there that, you know, you can have, you know, if you have 400 calories or whatever, you know, because my meal plan is 480 calories per day of carbohydrates, 20%. So that means that I can have however many grams, you know, I divide that 480 by 4, and then that lets me know how many grams of carbohydrates I can have in a day. Okay, so, you know, it's not that difficult, you know, to get the math. It's difficult to stick to the plan and only eat that amount of carbohydrates. You're gonna have to play with your body when it comes to like whether you're gonna use those numbers as just your complex carbs, or if you're gonna use those numbers when it comes to the fructose and the sugar that's in your fruit as well, because some people, you know, don't like to pay attention to the fructose that's in their fruit, because that, you know, because pretty much, you know, you could lose a lot of your carbohydrates in a day easily by consuming a lot of fruit. So just be careful with that. I've had a lot of success in the past with eating a lot of fruit and not really counting those as my carbohydrate intake. But you know, you got, everyone's different. That's why I say you gotta learn your own body. So I hope that information helps. It's a beautiful Friday. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna enjoy myself today and put a lot of effort into my, you know, work, research, family, all this stuff, and just think about moving forward. It's April 1st. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be taking on this cut. I think that it's going to be awesome. The bulk went awesome. I gained a lot of muscle. I still want to bring my shoulders up quite a bit, but I do believe that I can do that while in a deficit and get that shoulder capness that I used to have back in 2013. I was doing a lot of volume back then on the shoulders. I'm not quite going to be doing the same amount of volume, but I do think that the strategy with the OHP and upright rows is going to get me where I want to get. So I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I'm not really, you know, I don't tend to get stressed about things like this. I know it's a journey. I've been down this road before, and I'm just happy. So happy Friday.